more going on the books. Can't escape from the team. Call the morning steam. It's time to break, run for cover. That's gonna cover. That's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
And a pleasant good morning to you coming from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here. It's for a Friday, November the 28th, Black Friday, and it's going to be a big Friday of sports betting action. I said that the Thanksgiving holiday is the biggest holiday for sports betting, and this is what I meant. Continuation on to Black Friday. We've got NFL game. We can order some products off of Amazon in the middle of the game, take care of some shopping. We've got 3 games here. We had 3 games yesterday. We have 1 game in the NFL. We got a big slate of NBA Cup action. Some things will be determined. We got a huge college football slate. I'm going to go over about half a dozen of the dozen or 15 or so games of today's card. There's some college basketball as well. I'm going to look at about 4 or 5 games here on the college basketball card. And then we've got a bunch of NHL. Do you have about 2.5 hours of your time you can spend with me here today as we lead up to the action this morning on the Morning Steam Show? I'll be here. We got steam rolling out here already just moments ago. If we could start the show with some steam here in college basketball. There'll be a ton of it here on this show, so get ready for me interrupting play, calling timeout.
Steam play.
But here comes the first move right now, the first move of the show anyway. It's been popping off here as I've been prepping for today's show, but we have one here with Furman and Eastern Illinois. We're seeing some steam here to the over in this one. This one is at the ESPN Events Invitational in Orlando, and this one going over here with Furman and Illinois State. We're seeing steam to the over here in this one. It was 146. We're seeing some steam on this one. Currently, this one has gone up to welcome to the show. 148, 2-point move right there. Furman and Illinois State steam to the over. Just moments before that, it was Loyola Marymount. They took some steam in their matchup today against Stony Brook. Loyola Marymount was a 9.5-point favorite. We're seeing this one go up. This one's at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Loyola Marymount's up to a 10.5-point favorite. 1-point move there in that one, and it was a moment or two before that. It was Indiana State. They took the steam in their matchup with Alcorn. Indiana State was an 8.5-point favorite. The steam rolled in, went from 9.5 or so. This one at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific time. We see the steam take this one up here too.
Steam play.
149.5 just moments ago. Here's some steam coming in right now. And Eastern Michigan is taking the steam here against NJIT. Eastern Michigan was a 14.5-point favorite. We're up to 15.5, it looks like here right now. This one at 4 p.m. Eastern and 1 p.m. Pacific with For NJIT here, Eastern Michigan's up to a 16.5 point favorite. 2.5 point move there on Eastern Michigan against NJIT. All right, man, we're going to have a fun show today with so many games. We better get started here soon. Here's a little bit more steam right now coming in. This is an NHL game here currently. We're seeing some steam in this one. It's between the Jets and the Hurricanes. Steam to the over here in this one at 6 goals, and that's probably going to be my play, but we'll just let it get settled. It's going to go to 6.5 here with the Jets and the Hurricanes if it wasn't already. Steam to the over there on a hockey game here early on with this morning Steam show. All right, I think I want to cover just a little bit of action here from yesterday in the National Football League. With our 3 holiday games, we say hello to everyone in the chat, see how fast I can catch up with Power Critter here today, R. Thompson as well, Cash Kane with us, Bobby Mack here, ready to go. It's also Blake representing, and here's Jake as well, Jimmy Lambeau, and I want to say hello to Tiffany McRae. Nice to have Tiffany McRae here in the chat here for the NBA picks. And let's see here, Trevor Davis as well. And Brian, well, how about Jimmy? He's got West. How about that? Wouldn't that be awesome? Here, Philly Eagle Flyer, hello. Blake says those Ravens were terrible. The Futon Bets is here today as well. Wow, hello. Good to see Futon in the chat. And let's see, BJ Anderson says those dogs were barking there yesterday. Also, yeah, we said, how about it, R. Thompson? We said sprinkle that Bengal money line. They looked, there's something obviously wrong there with Jackson. Hopefully it's not a long-term injury still, but didn't really look that good. Also, Gooey says, what about Virginia Tech and VCU? We'll try to pick as many games as we can here today. Papa Ricky's here, though, says go under. And here's M the Great. All right, Dallas over the Chiefs, 31-28, a dazzling game there yesterday with the Dallas getting the win. Dak Prescott, 325 yards, 2 touchdowns. How about Perkins? Big game, 7 receptions, 112 yards, Prescott out-duels Mahomes there despite 4 touchdowns from the Kansas City quarterback. Chiefs did have 10 penalties in that one. Chiefs still alive, but that felt like a big win there for the Cowboys. Imagine a world where the Cowboys have just defeated the Eagles and the Chiefs in back-to-back games right now, and we were laughing at them just a few weeks ago. Packers over the Lions, 31-24. Jordan Love, 234 yards and 4 touchdowns. Dontavian Wicks, 2 touchdown receptions. Jared Goff, 258 yards for Detroit. There in that one, but it was the Packers getting that win here yesterday on the road. Also, late night Bengals, as we called it. Cincinnati recovers 4 fumbles and interception as well, and it was a pretty bad outing by the Ravens offense there. Joey B returns to the lineup, 261 yards and 2 touchdowns. Evan McPherson, 6 field goals in that one. Ravens fumbled in the end zone and at the 5-yard line, cost himself big time. Jackson, 250 yards and an interception there yesterday. Also, we had the winner here on the morning's team with Navy, plus the points in that game over Memphis yesterday, as Navy was able to get it done behind Horvath. We did give out Navy here on the show. Here's some college basketball steam with Xavier taking the steam here right now. Xavier in their matchup today, taking a little bit of steam here early on against Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Xavier was 14.5 point favorite. It actually had gone down early on. Corpus Christi was taking the action, but since then, this one at 5:30 Eastern and 2:30 Pacific time, we're seeing Xavier now start to take a little bit of steam here, and they're up to 16.5 in that one. Man, what a card we're going to have here today. We don't have to cover too much of yesterday's action here on the show. I think we got to get right going because it's going to be a long show. So, say hello to a few more. Tyrone is here today. Thank you, Tyrone, for your support for me here on the Morning Steam Show and the Sports Money Network. Also, Tariq, good morning. Hello. We should start the show. Let's get it rolling here right now and get right to it. I think we covered everything we need to cover on the recap. I mean, let's get serious here. No need to recap. We got so many games to talk about here today. It's going to take a while, and we'll lead up to some of the action. In fact, we'll also have, I think, some games going off here in college basketball within the hour. So we'll probably try to give out a play in those as well. So let's get started, shall we?
Steam play.
After a steam move comes in. Oh, this is one of our preview games here. Illinois and Connecticut. Seeing some steam here come in on the under in this one with Illinois and Connecticut. It was 153. It was 155 at one point. We're all the way down here. We're definitely seeing some movement to the under here with Illinois and Connecticut today at 12:30 Eastern and 9:30 Pacific time. This one's going down here to 151.5 between Illinois and Connecticut. All right. I didn't know that's the way it's going to go. Also, in that game today, and that one's at Madison Square Garden, by the way, and we'll preview it. All right, let's get rolling here a little bit and just start the show. We have plenty to talk about. Good morning to Sports Money in the chat today, everyone. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube, fastest growing sports betting channel on YouTube. There's our man in the chat, ready to go today. Hope you had a great day there yesterday. As we're back to work here a little bit, and well, I got to make sure I'm back to work here. Make sure everything's working just fine. Okay, let's start it off. Let's go to the National Football League with Sports Money Zone. Philadelphia Eagles here taking on the Chicago Bears. And got the Eagles here favored in this one, in this big game here today by 7. And the total 43 here. Yeah, not 45. We know this one's gone down for sure. And look, man, there must be a big difference between the teams in the NFC playoff chase right now. Last I saw, you had the Philadelphia Eagles certainly right up there with the top teams. You know, the Rams leading the playoff hunt, followed by the Philadelphia Eagles. They're second in the race, and then got to go all the way down to third place to find the Bears. They're right behind the Eagles, believe it or not. Now, things could change, but, you know, they're in first in the NFC North right now. So, you know, Packers are number 2, currently behind the Bears. So that puts the Bears right behind the Eagles. And it must be such a big discrepancy, especially with them getting 7 points here. That seems like, wow, maybe there are only 2 teams in contention here in the NFC, talking about the Rams and the Eagles, and then all the other teams, right? If the Bears are a 7-point dog here and they're only behind by just 1 spot in the standings here. All right, let's roll with these guys, though, and talk about the game in general with the Eagles here, favored by 7 in this one. The Bears come in. I'm sorry, the Bears come in to this one with the record currently of 8-3. The Eagles are also 8-3, just more reflective of those current standings here right now. The Eagles have won 4 of their last 5, but 4 of their last 5 games were decided by how many? That many, 7 points or less, actually. So the Bears have won 4 in a row, 8 of their last 9. Coming in, Bears are just 15-22 against the spread as a road underdog, 10-5 against the spread last 25, coming in off of a win. NFC North underdogs are just 3-6 against the spread in their last 9 non-divisional games here this season. For the Eagles, who won 4 out of their last 5 games, they're 18-13 against the spread. Last 31 as a home favorite, but just 4-8 against the spread last 12. Coming in off of a loss and lose they did last time, remember? They were up 21-0, and we were about to say how good they were looking all of a sudden, but they didn't score again the second half, ended up losing the game 24-21 for their biggest blown lead this century. Basically, 1999 was the last time they blew a 21-point lead, did the Eagles. So Eagles have won 6 straight in this series, also 5-1 ATS in the series. 4 straight meetings between these two have gone under. The Bears' last 3 visits to Philly have resulted in losses of 8, 28, and 43 points. Let's go to the chat, see what you have in this one between the Bears and the Eagles here on Black Friday. I'm ready to hear from you in the chat. Great Friday feature here. Let's go to the chat all-stars here. All right. Hey, Josh, 47,000. He's betting women's basketball. No, what is it? Oh, it's regular South Korea. Thank you there, Josh. Cash Kane's on the Bears here. Art Thompson's on the Eagles. Gooey says Virginia's tipping off here in an hour. He's got us with the pick, it looks like. And Papa Ricky Kings today as well, talking some other sports in there. Tiffany says Eagles to smash, but don't think they lay it. Is that what it says there? So maybe what, Eagles by a touchdown right around there? Bears here plus the points. Bears might win, says Cash Kane. But take the points just in case. 9 Legacy says Bears on the spread. Caleb Williams over in his passing yards. Trap Gods here liking the Bears as well today. Bears better defensively than the Eagles right now. There's Terrell. He says it's going to be another prime time under. We don't even need him to tell us. But is it really a prime? Oh, he was talking about last night's game. Does tonight's game count as a prime time? It starts at 3 p.m. Eastern. Good morning, Tavar. Tariq is on the Bears here. Bears cover and lose, says Terrell. Bar's on the over. Tyrone says Eagles here. We need a poll. Blake's leaning to the under. Maybe we do have a poll, actually. And Billy Eagle Flyer says, watch out for those windy conditions today. That'll keep the score low. Yeah, winds are blowing basically about 13 to 15 miles per hour today. Temperatures in the low 40s here. Cash Kane says Cowboys exploited that Eagles defense. But, you got to say the Cowboys have a little bit better offense than the Bears here, right? But the Bears have been doing an incredible job here of late to work themselves kind of into this position here right now. What a season it's been for the Bears. And like I said, they're just one notch back. They'll pass the Eagles technically with a win here today. All right, I got to make my call in this one between the Bears and the Eagles here. Look, this one's dropped to 43. I respect what the defenses are doing, but I'm going over in this one. It's not prime time, right, Terrell? This one's a day game, isn't it, or mid-afternoon? Or should I be going under here as a prime time game here tonight? All right. Okay, we're going to do a poll, said Mike. Maybe he already had it going there and was just waiting. But I'm going to go ahead and go over now that it's 43 here. Look, I got to respect that move with these defenses. And I think it's fair criticism about the Eagles' offense right now. It was only a week ago in the first half, and A.J. Brown was getting the ball, and remember what the announcer said even, boy, it's great that they're utilizing Brown early and get him the ball, especially in the climate of what's going on with this Eagles team right now behind the scenes. And they were looking like they had solved everything there in the first half, and then they didn't score again. All right, and Greg's got it 24-20 here. Also, Tiffany says the refs are on the Eagles' side. What side were they on last night? It felt like they were almost on. Okay, let's see. Bears offense, no comparison. Eagles win, says M the Great. And Terrell says last night, another prime time under. Got to roll with those prime time unders. Okay, well, I'm taking this midday over with the Bears and the Eagles. You know, I don't want to say at 45, I might have considered the under a little heavier here, but this is a definite move to the under with this game, right? It opened here as high as 45. We're down to 43 here right now. And Josh is ready for one of these hoodies. I'm getting a little comfortable in here. Might have to switch out of the hoodie. It's getting a little warm here. I have the heat on a little bit here in Vegas right now. It's probably warmer here than where you guys are. It's 47 here currently. All right. That might be enough from you guys here. I don't want to get out of this game if you guys are still chiming in, but Bears coming in with a 4-game winning streak. Eagles obviously were hot before they got knocked off there by Dallas. It's the Bears that are 6-3-1 to the over in their last 10 games. Eagles are on a total under here for sure right now, but you look at this series overall, 4 of the last 5 meetings between the two teams have gone under. I'm going to still go over here in this one with the Bears and the Eagles. The Bears obviously have improved dramatically offensively with Williams obviously finding his niche. And yes, the Eagles have a few weapons on offense. I know the defenses have been better here, but I'm going to go with the over in this one. All right, a few more here. We got Philly Eagle Flyer, Eagles win. Jerry Jones says Bears cover. And let's see here. Terrell says, like to see the Eagles lose this one. And Tiffany says the refs were on the casino side of the game. And Greg Gibson, he told us, he said the Packers were money yesterday. How about it? All right, we got to keep it moving here right now. And we've got college football to talk about, and I've got a few games here slated to talk about. I think I picked the 5 best games of the day. Let's get right into it. And we've got to start with the Egg Bowl here. Probably a day late on the Egg Bowl. Man, the Egg Bowl should be on Thanksgiving. But, you know, we got NFL now on Thanksgiving. So here we go. We're going to be with Ole Miss taking on Mississippi State here in Stark Vegas. And you got Ole Miss favored here on the road by 7, and the total 63 here in this one. Wow, what we really going to get a game like this? 63 points with these two teams. Okay, I get it. Obviously, Mississippi, they've been very, very strong offensively here right now, but don't they know this is Mississippi and Mississippi State playing with 8 straight unders in this series coming in between these two programs? I mean, that's been the story of the Egg Bowl for years, actually, when it comes to this series. And
Steam play. Feels
like that's where we're at right now. All right, Sam Houston is taking some steam here right now in their game against Idaho today. Sam, this one's in Boise, and Sam Houston's now the favorite in this one by 1 or 1.5. Sam Houston taking that steam here this morning on the Morning Steam Show. Okay, let me break it down here a little bit with this matchup between Mississippi and Mississippi State here, certainly on Thursday. Mississippi's just won 5-1 against the spread the last 7 against Mississippi State, but Mississippi State's been a dismal 1-6 straight up in their last 7. Mississippi State, however, has gone 9-3 against the spread their last 12 here, and dating back to last season. They have dropped a few here in a row right now, lost their last 2 games to Georgia and to Missouri. They failed to cover in those games, but look, they're at home here getting points. This is a different series than any other, it feels like, in a way, between these two still. Mississippi is clearly the better team here this season, but if there was any game, it feels like, and I don't want to just say broadly, throw the records out. That term is used far too often, but maybe in the Egg Bowl, it is one that you could consider it, that even if a team comes in here 6-1 in conference play like Ole Miss, and then 1-6 for Mississippi and Mississippi State in conference play, maybe you could still throw them out. At least Mississippi State's 5-6 straight up coming in. Ole Miss is 10-1 right now. They've scored 33 points in their last 3 games on average here, and you have Kiffin 10-6 against the spread as a road favorite for Mississippi State here. They are 3-1 against the spread as a home underdog this season. The Bulldogs have given up at least 425 yards in all 7 conference games. So, yeah, you know what? It could be some points for sure. But the last 8, like I said, the last 8 have stayed under. Rebels are 4-1 straight up and 4-0-1 against the spread their last 5 visits into Stark, Vegas. Ole Miss has won 4 of the last 5 series games. I don't care. I'm always taking the underdog pretty much in this one. I'm taking Mississippi State here against Ole Miss here today, and I may even take a little sprinkle on that money line here. I think Mississippi State, anytime these 2 teams, this is a throw out the records kind of rivalry. Let's see what you guys have in the chat. Tyrone says it's snowing here in Michigan. Tiffany says the Lions were just dumb out there. They continue to dumb Campbell, right? Vandy in Arkansas plus the points. 9 Legacy says all Mississippi on the spread. Full game under, I think that says. Roberts on State. R. Thompson's on State. Greg said Navy yesterday. Hey, I said Navy yesterday here on the Morning Steam Show. And Tariq said Ole Miss and under here. And Var said Ole Miss wins. All right, I'll just keep it going here, guys. We got no time to huddle up. Iowa, we go from eggs to corn with Iowa and Nebraska. Here you got Iowa favored on the road here by a touchdown in this one. The total 39.5 with Iowa and Nebraska here. Now, Nebraska quarterback Dylan Raiola, he's out here currently, maybe for the rest of the season, right? With his injury coming in, Raiola has a broken fibula, I believe, so he's out for the rest of the season. They've had to turn to a freshman here a little bit, and now Iowa's like a 6-point favorite in this game because of that. Iowa comes in 7-4, 5-3 in conference play. Iowa comes in here 10-4 against the spread. Their last 14 as a road favorite. They have owned this series, no doubt about it. They've won 9 of the last 10 in the series. Iowa's 6-0 straight up and 5-1 against the spread. Their last 6 trips into Lincoln. If you had Raiola, I'd probably still take the points. I mean, Nebraska's had a okay season here, 7-4, 4-4 in conference play, but they've really struggled against Iowa in this series. 8 of the last 12 meetings between these 2 teams have gone over. I don't know if it's going to go over here necessarily tonight at 39.5. Remember how Iowa used to play some of these games, but Well, maybe they can have a few more points here at Lincoln. Let's go to the chat and see what you guys have in this one with Iowa laying these points here against Nebraska. Iowa coming in off of a win last time out. They were able to knock off Michigan State 20-17, but they didn't cover at all. 17.5 point spread. So Nebraska, like I said, with a backup quarterback for Iowa, they've got Gronowski, who definitely, a veteran in there. Nebraska lost to Penn State last week, 37-10. Let's go to the chat here. And will Nebraska be hampered because of this situation right now with Braiola's been out? Okay, here we go. Tariq says Iowa in the under. Here's another Iowa for Bobby Mack. Greg says it'll be Iowa here in this one as well. Art Thompson with the under. 9 Legacy says Iowa here. Man, it feels tough, like Iowa is not to be trusted, but you guys are all over them. And Iowa 11-5-1 against the spread. Their last 15 conference games. Ferenc has always been pretty strong in conference play. For Rule here, he's 14-8 against the spread as a home dog, but also Nebraska just 8-15 their last 23 in conference. Nebraska's gone over in 7 of their last 9 coming in. And let's see here. Iowa defense will be too much for this Nebraska offense here. And NYC Bar says Iowa on the money line. So, yeah, I mean, this is one team where maybe they weren't ready for it. You got the freshman in there, Latif. I'm going to go with you guys. I trust it here with Iowa. I think the quarterback situation is of major concern here. Otherwise, I'd be on Nebraska if they had their veteran quarterback in there. I promise you that. But everyone seemed, hey, Westhoff, hello, nice to have Westhoff in there. Great to have you in the chat all-stars. I'm going to go ahead and take Iowa as well with you guys. We got to keep it moving here today with the next one here with, here we go. How'd this one make the show with Kent and Northern Illinois? Well, I've just had to play an angle here on this one. I'm going to talk about the total here in this one with Kent and Illinois here, but I'll talk about some of the numbers too as well. These guys snuck in there to the just because I was trying to get to a half a dozen games and decided to pick one off the board here a little bit. Kent's lost 12 of its last 13 to Northern Illinois. They're an underdog here by 6, but Northern Illinois just 1-7 against the spread their last 8 at home. Northern Illinois has gone over in 4 of their last 5 games coming in. Meanwhile, Kent has gone under in 5 of their last 7 games overall. Coming into this one, these teams don't have very good records here, actually. It's Kent at 4-7, Northern Illinois at 3-8, but I do have a play here on the total in this one, and I'm going to go over with these two teams at 46.5 as my play here on the Morning Steam Show. Just filling the quotas, actually, here. Give me the over in this one. All right, you guys don't even have to comment on that. Let's get back to the good games here with Georgia and Georgia Tech. Good old-fashioned hate here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. This one maybe looked like a neutral field that played in Atlanta, and in fact, you might even say Georgia Tech is kind of the regional home team, but it won't look that way in the stands. It'll be mostly Georgia fans here today in this one with their matchup against the Yellow Jackets. For Georgia here, they are a 2-touchdown favorite coming in, 14 points. Better change it right now. I believe it's 14. And the total here is at 59.5. That's because Georgia's going to score a lot of points. That's what it feels like to me. Let's see how you guys have this one today. Georgia, pretty big favorite here, but look, Georgia Tech's 9-2 straight up. They've had an incredible season. They're 6-2 in their ACC. We had a non-conference game here, though. Georgia comes in 10-1. They've won their last 7 games. They've won the last 3 by 20, 25, and 32 points coming in. Their only loss, of course, to Alabama, but Georgia 9-20 against the spread as a favorite. Dogs are 9-20 against the spread. Their last 29 coming in off of a loss. Georgia just 44-51, or Smart's 44-51 against the spread in his career here as a favorite. Georgia Tech's lost 2 of 3 after starting the season 8-0. Haynes King does a great job. He might be overmatched a little bit here in this one by this powerful Georgia team, but you see that total 59.5. You'd think that Haynes King could put up some points here anyway, despite the fact that Georgia, coming in here on a big roll. The one thing that you have to consider about Georgia is that, maybe their motivation a little bit here. Even if they were to get upset, they might not fall too far here. And I don't think they'll be affected even if they don't look that great. I mean, they're still in pretty good position. So it still just feels like they'll overpower. But what could happen is here, this one just could get to be more of a high-scoring game a little bit. Maybe maybe that'll even help Georgia cover the spread, and maybe it'll be a little bit something outrageous. Maybe the game will get close to 65 or 70 points, and then Georgia Tech is able to get, 3 or 4 touchdowns here, and Georgia puts up, some kind of big number possibly here, maybe 7 or 8 touchdowns even here today. So Georgia's won the last 7 meetings, although Tech has covered the last 3. The Dogs have won their last 12 trips here to Georgia Tech, and not only that, they've gone 11-1 against the spread in those 12 games on the road here. So I've got this one to go over today between Georgia and Georgia Tech. I think it's going to be plenty of scoring. I think Georgia will probably get it done, maybe even cover here. It is going to be tough with 2 touchdowns and plenty of backdoor expectations, possibly with Haynes King in there. Jackets are 20-13 against the spread in ACC play under Coach Key. They're also 11-5 against the spread, coming in off of a loss. So I'm going to go with the over here in this one with Georgia and Georgia Tech. Let's go to the chat here and see what you got. All right. Oh, you guys did comment on that one. I just missed it there a little bit. Kent for NYC Bar. I think that's Northern Illinois, or maybe that is Illinois. That'd probably be Northern Illinois there game. Bar is on Georgia. Our Toms did go with Northern Illinois in that one. Georgia Tech here for Tariq possibly, and here's Greg liking Georgia by 11 and right on the total there though. Our Tom's on Georgia. Georgia, don't take it easy on Georgia Tech. Hey, you're not supposed to when it's good old-fashioned hate. And Robert says, take Georgia in the first half. That'll get it done. I'll keep it moving here. We can't afford to wait. With Texas A&M taking on Texas here tonight. Wow. How about this? A&M coming in 11-0, 7-0 in conference play. They're 4-0 on the road this season, despite allowing 31 points per game here. But A&M just 5-7 against the spread. Their last 12 as a road favorite coming in, but hey, they are undefeated here right now and ready to put another one where maybe the motivation just isn't quite there. I guess maybe when you're trying to have a perfect season, that's motivation enough. But Coach Elko just 4-7 in his career as a road favorite ATS. Texas in here, they've won 5 of their last 6 coming in. Sark is just 2-5 against the spread as an underdog, although he is 9-5 against the spread in his career as a home underdog, famously. Also, Texas just 19-25 under Sarkisian in conference games. Texas has won 4 of the last 5 in this series. 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone under, but 51.5. Let's see what you got in this one between Texas A&M and Texas today. Manning is really starting to put up some very impressive numbers, and he may even have Reed outstatted here now in this game, as good as Reed has been. And hey, he's a Heisman Trophy candidate in this game. Arch Manning is not, despite what we've seen. Now, we got this kind of Arch Manning that we're getting right now all season long. It might be signed, sealed, and delivered for the Heisman Trophy. Actually, he's been that good of late. You can put the first games, I think, in the past. Here, I was making jokes earlier this season that, hey, he's Cooper's son, and maybe that's why he's not getting it done. But right now, he's definitely getting it done. But it's going to be tough enough against Texas A&M here. And Reed, who is the Heisman candidate, he won't win it, but might probably get invited to New York, especially if this team finishes off the season with a national championship, or, at the time, goes through undefeated. A little bit of basketball steam here right now with Ohio State, and they're taking the steam in their matchup today against Pitt. Ohio State was a 4-point favorite. They're going to probably go up to 5.5 here right now with some steam coming in on Ohio State. All right, you guys can chime in this one with Texas A&M and Texas here. Texas A&M is 7-2 to the over as a favorite, 4-0 to the over on the road. Even though Texas kind of trends under, they're 0-2 to the under as a dog. They are 3-2 to the over at home, so I think that's why I'm kind of leaning that way in this one. And I want to look to the over here in this one between Texas A&M and Texas. Like I said, I think Arch Manning is starting to put it together. Reed's done a nice job as well. I don't get a shootout necessarily, but I don't mind what these offenses are doing, despite the fact that 4 of the last 5 meetings between these two teams have gone under. A&M still going over here right now with pretty good offense. They played Samford last time out. That doesn't count. They played Samford in Cupcake Week, beat them 48-0. Right, a little steam here right now. How about Virginia and all these over? I'm not saying they've all gone over. We've seen some unders, but here comes some steam in the Virginia game here. And it is coming in on the over. Queens taking on Virginia, steam to the over. It also came in already on Virginia up to 20. Better look at the line here on this one. This hoodie's making me go to sleep practically, you guys. I think I'm going to have to change here right now. Let me play the commercial here and put the sports money equipment shirt on here. I think this thing's making me, the warmth is making me a little bit foggy, a little bit tired. Stand by for Mikey here, and I'm going to put the shirt on.
Hey, it's Mikey Money here, letting you know the Sports Money team is live on Winnable. Come check out our best bets.
For a low monthly cost, you get the very best bets delivered instantly to your phone by text the moment they're locked in. No delays, no missed lines, just the smartest plays at the best odds.
We do the work, you get the plays, and they're sent right to your phone right when we drop them.
Don't wait, don't guess, don't miss the line. Join the winning team today and start cashing tickets with Winnable.
All right, that works. That works a little bit now. I can feel the. Okay. Anyway, we're in here with Texas and Texas A&M right now, and I'm gonna make the call here with you guys and get these last few. I'm out of breath just by doing that. All right. R. Thompson's on Texas. Johnny Blaze is on Northern Illinois and Kansas here. Greg says 28-24, Texas A&M easy here. The 4-point win doesn't sound easy, though. Texas here for Johnny. Greg says Manning is not the answer. Oh, Greg's not been watching here over the last month or so. Robert's got the over here. And yeah, he says he's overrated. So Greg's obviously not seen any of these games for a while. Here's maybe, and give it maybe the level of competition too for Texas in those games. I mean, Arkansas, the Georgia game, he was definitely flat there, but against Vandy, he was lighting it up. Mississippi State as well. Okay, Texas won't have a chance here. You just called it a 4-point game, Greg. I mean, I don't get it. So usually when some team doesn't have a chance, they lose by a couple of touchdowns at least. All right, I'm on the over there in this one. And Greg, no fan of Manning. Okay, let's see here. One more tonight. One more good rivalry game here. Arizona and Arizona State in this one. And you have, right now it's all the way up. Arizona here's moved to the favorite, actually. Let me make them the favorite. About 1.5 or so. Here we go. And the total here right now is also down to 47.5 in this matchup. There we go. You got Fafita going here for Fee-Fi Fofita here for Arizona. Arizona's won 4 in a row. ASU's won 3 in a row right now. Arizona with wins over Colorado, Kansas, Cincinnati, and Dayton. Meanwhile, for ASU, wins here over Iowa State, West Virginia, and Colorado. Coming into this one. Now, I don't know if this one's all about throw the records out the window necessarily, because this one's kind of been a little bit one-sided here over the last few years right now. Sun Devils have won 6 of the last 8 meetings, actually, and Arizona's just been 1-5 straight up and 2-4 against the spread their last 6 visits into Tempe. The totals come in on the over here. 10, 2, and 1 in the last 13 meetings between these two teams. It does feel like Arizona's got the better quarterbacking situation with Fafita going up against Jeff Sims here. Sims, 770 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions coming into this one. Now, ASU is at home and have done pretty well in this series. But Arizona 6-3 in conference play. Arizona State 6-2 in conference play. But man, still the home field does sometimes mean a little something here. I think Arizona is going to get the play from you guys. Let me see what you guys have in the chat. I kind of want to take the Devils here a little bit. They are 18-8 against the spread in their last 26 conference games coming in here right now. Arizona just 7-11 against the spread, their last 18 in conference here. So let's see what you got. Kane says Arizona. Robert's on Arizona. I'm taking the Sun Devils in this one. Maybe I'm contrarian here and can't really tell you. I mean, ASU, they are 3-1 as an underdog. They are against the spread. They are the underdog now. ASU just 2-3-1 against the spread at home. Coming in, ASU won last year's game at Arizona 49-7. They were 7.5 point favorites in that one. Arizona's gone under in 3 straight, and ASU here right now has gone under in 7 of their last 10. I don't know if this one's going under, though, at 49. Let's see here. Greg's got this one at, he's got Arizona here comfortably. Man, okay. Okay, I'm taking Arizona State. I guess got to go against my man here. I'll take ASU in this one. And that's it for college football today. We got so many games, and we just got to keep it moving here right now. And let me go to the NBA Cup. Okay, these are Cup games today, so we're going to know here at the end of the day which teams are in the NBA Cup, and I'll try to keep you abreast of what teams have what to play for here in the Cup here today. Let's take a look and get it started here right now. Everything's at night tonight here on Friday night in the NBA Cup. Here we go. Okay, Magic and Pistons. Didn't want to screw up the order here. Magic and Pistons will get us started
Critical
off,
notice.
and got to start with these two. Man, the Orlando Magic are starting to heat up here a little bit too. If it wasn't for some of these Eastern Conference teams, might be worth taking a call here on these two, right, on these teams right now. Orlando's looking pretty hot here of late, but hey, nothing like Detroit. Although Detroit finally did have their winning streak snap last time out against Boston, lost at 117 to 114, and Orlando's playing pretty good. I mean, look at this line. It's only 3 here, and 3 in 232. Magic still going to be an underdog, but feels like a competitive game when you look at this line. There we go. Magic come in here 3-1 against the spread as an underdog, but Detroit 7-2 against the spread at home. And not only that, got to take into consideration where we stand in the NBA Cup in this game. Now, Orlando is 3-0. Detroit's 2-1. Orlando, despite being 3-0, has not clinched their spot yet in the next round. Detroit, meanwhile, at 2-1, they have a precarious position here as well, although they are still alive, but probably need to win this game, actually, and maybe even win it by a comfortable margin. Orlando comes in with a plus 61 point differential, and Detroit has a plus 24 point differential. They need to win this game by 19 points, I think is what that means here if they're going to supplant Orlando, and I think that's probably the only way. Things would really have to shake out crazy to end up there with they need to win. That's basically it. They need to win this game, and they need to win big here against the Orlando Magic. I'm talking about the Detroit Pistons here. So we'll see. But Orlando in a pretty good position here in this one. But man, Detroit's been so good and so hot here right now. And they're only laying 3 because Orlando's starting to play pretty well. Orlando's off of a win over Philadelphia. They smashed them by 40 points. They did lose to Boston, but beat the Knicks, beat the Clippers, beat the Warriors as part of this good run here right now right now on the run-up here at the end of the NBA Cup. Looks like Orlando can get in almost no matter what. Like I said, Detroit's going to need a big-time blowout here of Orlando, and it's going to be tough enough, I think, just to win this game, given what the line says here right now, too. I mean, that's a closely rated game for someone like Detroit, who is on fire. Okay, Banchero's still out. Here's a little steam here real quick in college basketball. This one's South Florida and Colorado State. We're seeing this one steam to the under here right now with South Florida and Colorado State. The steam already came in on South Florida in this game. This one goes off at 4:30 Eastern and 1:30 Pacific time at the Battle for Atlantis. And the current line in the game is South Florida favored by 1.5. They were pretty much a pick'em, and this steam is taking it down here too. 157.5. Man, a 3.5 point move here on the steam with South Florida and Colorado State. All right, and you guys can chime in here right now. Will Detroit just start getting back on track and start blasting teams again, or can Orlando get this upset here? Like I said, they'd have to win it, I believe, by 18 or 19 points or more. Detroit has to win this game by 18 or 19 points or more to flip the standings here in the NBA Cup, the way I see it. Tell me if I'm wrong. Here we go with some of the picks anyway.
Critical notice.
Yeah. Oh, Cash King. Yeah, talking about back there with ASU. Yeah, we did cover that there. The Sam Levitt is out for ASU. We said Sims is in there now at quarterback. Robert liking the under here. There's Tom Regard. Happy Thanksgiving to Tom. Thank you. And Greg here liking Detroit here to win, but maybe Orlando gets the cover. He's got it right on the spread pretty much. And Fernando's here. He likes Magic in the first half. And numbers don't lie. Take the Magic plus the points. What are those numbers saying? I need to know. Detroit here on a mission, says Tariq. They are on fire right now. Knocking teams out feels like left and right. But again, their motivation is to just keep winning. I don't think they're going to be going to the NBA Cup next round here right now. Technically, they are in third place in the group of 3 second-place teams here right now, so that's another problem. Cleveland's 2-1 at plus 33. The Knicks are 2-1 at plus 26, and the Pistons are 2-1 at plus 24. But it really doesn't matter because if Detroit wins, they will be 3-1, but so will Orlando. And like I said, they're at plus 24 in the point differential. Orlando's plus 61. But I think head-to-head is the overall tiebreaker, right? First, so I should get that right. That is important. You're right. Shame on me there. I was thinking of the second place standings there and what they would need. So, okay, I think that solves it. I think I'm on Detroit here. Give me Detroit in this one. Spread too low. Magic is money. Jerry says the ASU quarterback is hurt. Yeah, no, there's no doubt. Sam Levitt's out for the season, and I've already said that they have Sims in there. He already has 770 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions this season, you guys. All right. Cavaliers and Hawks here in the NBA Cup. Cavaliers here are minus 5.5, and the total here 240 in this one. And for the Cavaliers here, they are in that group in second place. Toronto's already 4-0. The Cavaliers cannot catch them. They are trying to get the first place grouping in the ranking of the second place teams. They do hold that position right now with a plus 33-point differential. They lead the Knicks and they lead the Pistons here in the overall scheme of things anyway in the NBA Cup. Cleveland comes in here 12-7. Atlanta is 11-8. Both teams are off of a loss. Cleveland lost to Toronto 110-99 last time out. Did not cover, of course. For Atlanta, they're off of a 132-113 loss against Washington. But Cleveland has been a pretty bad spread team this year. They're 5-11 against the spread as a favorite. Meanwhile, Atlanta 5-4 as an underdog this season. They are just 2-5 against the spread at home. Actually, coming into this game. Oops. There we go. Make sure I get the right trends going up here. Bear with me. Okay. Cleveland here against Atlanta for the Cavaliers coming into this one. They currently have won 9 of their last 13 overall, but they're just 2-5 against the spread in their last 7. Atlanta's dropped 4 of their last 5 against the spread overall, but they've won 7 of their last 10. Atlanta's gone over in 6 of their last 8 games, but Cleveland's gone under in 6 straight. 8 of the last 12 meetings between these two teams have gone under, talking about the Cavaliers and the Hawks here. Let's see what you have in this one here in the NBA Cup. I'll go to the chat in this one. Just want to make sure I got the standings right there. I really screwed up that first game. I think I described it all wrong at first. Okay, in this one, I'm going to go under here with the Cavaliers and the Hawks at 240. Here we go. Papa Ricky, like in Arizona today. I think that's back in that football game there. Thank you to Papa Ricky. Greg's got it here right along. He's got an over here in this one. And he says Cleveland will not cover the spread here. I've got the under here as my play. Bucks and Knicks in this one. The Bucks come in here 8-11. They're without, or they will have Giannis. I think we're still trying to get the finalization. Oh, by the way, we're trying to get the finalization of. We're skipping the Wizards and the Pacers. By the way, the first game we're skipping kind of here already this season. So Giannis still questionable. That's putting a big question mark on this game right now here for the Bucks. Hey, I know we're in the 10-minute window also here. Real quick, just want to mention Virginia Commonwealth and Virginia Tech here. We're in the 10-minute window here right now. Virginia Tech does have Toibu Lawal. He is out of this game today. Virginia Tech is without Lawal here, and that has caused VCU to go up to be a 3-point favorite in this one, and the total 152. This one goes off here, top of the hour right now, or bottom of the hour here right now with VCU and Virginia Tech. And I'm going to make my call in this one. I'll probably go side and total here with this game. Why not? On our first game of the day at the Battle for Atlantis. And I've got VCU here. I got to lay 3 here right now, so I'll give it away as my play here on the morning steam show. And I like the under here in this one. Let's do a little. I'm going to parlay to start the day. Give me VCU. Minus the 3 here. That's going to be a tough number to get. I think if I had to take a choice, I probably prefer the total here. I mean, this one did open at a pick'em here right now and has moved higher, but I'll say VCU and the under. Maybe VCU money line and the under will be the parlay, but I'll lay it here. Minus 3 is my play on the show, just to let you know. This one starts here in just a couple of minutes, just 5 or 6 minutes away with VCU and Virginia Tech at the Battle for Atlantis, about ready to go here right now. So we got some live action to check out here in just a few moments. All right, I'm talking Bucks and Knicks here. Man, yesterday was I think I'm feeling that, feeling that ham and that turkey here right now. You guys got to be honest with you. Maybe I didn't. I needed to take that nap. All right. So keep it going here though. Bulls and Knicks now in the NBA Cup here with these two. Very important here at this time for the New York Knicks. They are 2-1. The Bucks are 2-1. These two teams are tied. The Heat are 3-1. The Heat have a 49-point differential here right now. The Knicks come in half a game back. So the winner of this one is going to be 3-1, and the loser will be out of the NBA Cup. The Knicks come in here 11-6 currently. The Bucks are 8-11. Like I said, the spread is high. We don't know the status of Antetokounmpo here. He is questionable. They've said he likes this event. He wants to get fare well in it, but Milwaukee's still just 2-8 against the spread. Their last 10 games overall. The Knicks are on fire at home, 8-1 against the spread overall. 9-5 against the spread as a favorite. Still pretty big number, and I kind of want to trust the Bucks here to kind of compete right now, but the Knicks are doing such a great job covering numbers. Let's see what you guys have here in this one. I know it's going to be a little bit hard without his status because obviously someone where, even if you want to say, hey, sometimes you don't need to wait And this one you might need to wait. But go ahead if you'd like. You got a Knicks team coming in here 9-3 straight up in their last 12, 8-4 against the spread in those games. Milwaukee's lost 6 straight. They've also lost 5. They failed to cover 5 of the last 6 meetings overall against the New York Knicks, and they've gone 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. They're a team that does not fare better without Giannis. They actually need him in there a lot of times, otherwise they're doomed. So all I can do is operate on the information given. I kind of was talking about it on a show last night. Said you'd almost want to take the Bucks here, and then you could always hedge off a bit if Giannis doesn't play. And if he does play, you've got 7.5 points in your pocket, and the spread would easily go down here to 6 or 5.5 if he is in this game. But I'm going to go ahead and take the New York Knicks, keep it rolling right now. They are blowing teams out of the water at home with big time covers here. And hey, if Giannis is in there, the spread will go down, but I'm going to take the Knicks to roll here right now in this one. Do have some plays from you guys in the chat here with this one. And hey, there's Textiles. Nice to see you. And Fernando says down to 236. Is that in the Hawks game or is that in this Knicks game? Yeah, this Knicks game. I've got it way off, huh? 232 here. Thank you, Fernando. 232.5 or so. There we go. All right, I'm going to take the Knicks here. Oh, man, they're up to 8.5 right now. All right. Have maybe some Knicks regret, but I'll lay it here at this point with that great home spread record right now for the Knicks. 8-1 against the spread. All right. And let's see. Greg said, yeah, it'd be tough for him to come back and do it again here, right? Jerry's on Detroit, and Tariq's on the Knicks at home. Greg says, VCU got blown out by Vandy yesterday. Thank you to Gooey. Good to see you here today. Robert's on the Knicks in there. Greg has it there right on the number pretty much. Fernando on the Knicks. Thank you. Power Critter in there. I got to keep it moving. Bulls taking on the Hornets. I believe this one here. Let me get the ramifications here. I think both these teams are out of contention in the NBA Cup. So this one will go quickly. We're just having a regular old game here with Charlotte on a losing streak here right now, big time. A little steam here real quick. Albany and Colgate. Albany here and Colgate steam to the under in this one. We're seeing this one was around 145, but the steam came in. They're playing this one in Laval, Quebec. This one's being played north of the border. Should note that here. This one's being played in Quebec, Canada. Steam came in here on the under in this one. It was 145. We're seeing this one all the way down. This one goes off at 7:30 Eastern and 4:30 Pacific time, and it is the total right now is down to 140.5. 140.5 here. This one's moved 4.5 points. Steam to the under. Wow. Albany and Colgate. All right. We're talking here with the Bulls and the Hornets. Like I said, these two teams are out of contention. The Hornets are on a big losing streak here right now, having dropped several games in a row now. How many is it? Overall, does it even matter? 7 in a row here right now. The Bulls haven't looked that great either. They've dropped 7 of their last 10, although they've won 3 of 5. Coming in just 1-6 ATS overall in their last 7 games. Chicago's gone over in 10 of their last 15, but Charlotte's gone under in 10 of their last 14. This series has gone under in 8 of their last 12 games overall, but you see that total there, 247. Is that even the total anymore? No, it's 249. 249 right now, and I have a feeling it's still going to go over, you guys. you look at these two teams and the way they've been going over here this season, or at least the Bulls 10-7 to the over, 6-3 to the over on the road. Charlotte's been an under team for sure. 5-10 to the under is a dog. 3-6 to the under at home. So let's see. There were some injury updates that just came in within the last few minutes. Connaughton is out of this game for the Hornets. And Patrick Williams questionable here. Gosh, that is a big number here right now. The Hornets don't exactly go over all the time right here. They're actually an under team. I'm gonna with that line move. I'm actually gonna go with the under here. Maybe it'll still be 250 points, but I'm gonna take the under. The Hornets don't score enough, do they? Come on, at 249, I'll go under.
Lineup.
The computer's telling me that over is the right side here for the Sharps, but all right, the total just moved here to 155 in that game. Oh my gosh, can you believe it there? Man, really getting a little value here right now with that move coming in on the over here. Are we going to get some steam on this one? Oh, the game is underway. All right. Chicago pull the bull, take Charlotte. All right, I got to keep it moving here, you guys, with the Nets taking on the Sixers here in this one. Another one here where I believe these two are just playing out the string, or it's going to be too hard there, I think. Let's see. The Sixers come in. Yeah, they're both eliminated here right now. So it's just another game here at this point. You got the Sixers on the road. Well, you know what? The spread's kind of getting up there pretty high for this game, even though the Nets have been terrible. I'm probably going to lean to taking the points here. Sixers have been a terrific cover. We know that, but they've lost 2 games in a row here right now, coming into Orlando and Miami. And the Bulls have had a few covers here. Here's some steam right now. North Dakota and Hawaii. We're seeing some steam to the over here in this one. This one is late night, of course, midnight Eastern and 9 Pacific. Hawaii already took the steam, moved from 16.5 to 17.5, but right now we're seeing steam to the over here in this one. It was 147, but we're seeing some big-time steam here right now in this one. North Dakota and Hawaii steam to the over here right now, and it is up to... Got to scroll all the way down here. 149.5, 2.5 point move to the over right now with North Dakota and Hawaii here on the Morning Steam Show. Thank you for joining me. All right, so Philadelphia, without true motivation as far as the NBA Cup is concerned, we know they've been a pretty good cover here this year. They're 5-1-1 against the spread on the road here, actually, but I'm going to say the numbers just gone a little bit too high. As solid as they've been, I'm going to take the Brooklyn Nets plus 7.5 here in this one. All right, Tariq's going to take the Hornets back there, and Greg says he's got this one right on the number. Okay. Spurs and Nuggets, big one here in the NBA Cup as we start to look at the Western Conference games here. And you look at the standings here with these two. You got the Thunder coming in. You got the Spurs coming in here 2-1. The Nuggets are 2-1 right now. So the winner is going to the winners in and the losers out. That's basically what it is here, I believe, with Group C right now. That's what it's going to come down to. So who will win tonight's game between the Spurs and the Nuggets? The Nuggets are favored by 8.5. You still have to cover the spread here to get the money, but like I said, straight up wise, it's just a matter of which team will win. So it doesn't get much easier than that. As far as that determination is concerned, I think earlier on another show I kind of elaborated it incorrectly here. But nonetheless, you do have the Spurs coming in, still playing well without Wemby for whatever it's worth. They've done a pretty good job here without him in the lineup. Just shows how much this program has come along. But they are missing Castle here as well. They are 3-1 against the spread as an underdog here, but they are 2-4-1 against the spread on the road. Denver 10-5 against the spread as a favorite, 5-3 against the spread at home coming into this one. And let's see how you have it here with these two. With the Spurs and the Nuggets here. Got a San Antonio team that's covered 4 out of the last 5 meetings between these two teams overall. 5 of the last 6 meetings between these two teams have gone under. The Spurs are 1-3 to the under as an underdog. Denver's been a bit of an over team this season. They are 9-6 to the over as a favorite. Denver's covered 8 of their last 11 games overall. San Antonio's covered 4 of their last 5 games coming into this one. Let's see what you have here with San Antonio taking on Denver here tonight. I'll make my call in this one. Hope we're not going too fast here, guys, but I'm going to go with the under here with San Antonio and Denver on Friday night. Here we got Tariq on the Nets. And Papa Ricky likes the under in this game that just started. And look at Greg. He's got this is Denver all the way. Greg's got a blowout here. He likes Denver to rock tonight over the Spurs and get that bid. Spurs without Wemby. So, all right, well, keep it going. And Tariq maybe going with the under here. All right. Next up, we've got the Suns taking on the Thunder. Another one, key game here in the NBA Cup. You got the Thunder here at 3-0 right now. The Suns are at 3-0 as well. Now, this one bodes okay for the loser of this game. The Suns right now lead the wild card berth here and could still get it even if they lose this game. If San Antonio loses, they're not going to get it. And Memphis plays later and they're an underdog. So the winner is in and the loser may still be in this game between the Suns and the Thunder, as long as they don't get blown out too bad. Now, it is a 15-point spread, and that could affect the Suns in their positioning, but they'll be coming with it just to stay close. Pardon me, I am really feeling the effects of Thanksgiving. All right, so the Suns they almost have to figure now. They're not going to gamble on this, but if they cover the spread, I think they're going to make it to the second round or to the knockout round here in this situation. Phoenix comes in here 12-7. Of course, Oklahoma City's been incredible at 15-1, but they can't win every game in a blowout, can they? And look, they're in. If they lose, they're probably still in given the point differential. They'll be the first place team probably in the listing of second place teams. So they don't really have tremendous motivation. I know they've been blowing everybody out, but Phoenix is 8-2 against the spread here, their last 10. I got to take the Phoenix Suns here in this one. We know Phoenix has played very, very well this season, surprised a lot of people so far. They're in off a win over Sacramento after they lost to Houston. They also beat Portland, Minnesota, and San Antonio. Oklahoma City actually here has failed to cover in 3 of their last 5 games, laying these double digits pretty much every time. So I got to take Phoenix here. They'll have ultimate motivation here at the NBA Cup. But I think they are in. Their goal is to just not get blown out. And Denver, all they got to do is win the game. They don't need to look at that 15-point spread. Hello to We Do in the chat. Nice to have you. Good to see you today. Power Critter says the Suns. Tariq is on the Suns as well. Greg has this one. I think he's got the over in this one. Kings and Jazz here with these two. These two are toast right now. You got the Kings in here 0-3. The Jazz are 0-3. So these two teams just playing to see who wins. Steam came in on the over here all the way up to 242.5 here in this one. Oh man, really? I don't know if I'm in favor of that. Kings come in here 5-14. And the Jazz are 5-12. All right, the Steam just came in right now in the matchup between SMU and Mississippi State. Steam to the under here in this one. It was 164. We're seeing this one dip down here into the 162 range or so. Right now it is this one at 7 Eastern and 4 Pacific time. Total here is down to 162.5 between SMU and Mississippi State. All right, let's get your pick in here with the Kings and the Jazz in this one. That widely reported Steam that came in on the over here has to be respected. The Jazz have lost 4 straight games here right now. We know they played some high-scoring games at home. How about the Kings and their super fan? Their guy gets good seats. He supports the team. He drives from the Bay Area just to watch the Kings. He wears his Kings jacket. He's a big Kings fan. He had some choice words for Levine, and Levine took exception to it, and I think he kind of confronted the fan a little bit and yelled at him. The two got into a shouting match. The man was escorted despite paying his money. He said, and by all accounts, the eyewitnesses says there was no profanity necessarily. If anything, it might have been the words out of Levine's mouth that may have been a little bit more foul than the fan, but he did kind of keep going after him, and it did look pretty bad if you look at the video. It looks like the fan is being the jerk, quite frankly, but Levine, the fan would say Levine's the real jerk by not playing any defense, and that's what he was calling him out on. The stories on the internet were kind of, way off. I mean, one was like the guy was yelling at him at Zach because he lost a bet. No, he's just a Kings fan. If you saw his social media post, he said exactly what he thought about the situation. He said he was just calling him out for not playing any defense. And hey, we all would have liked to tell Zach Levine that, right? Anyway, it's just a little sidebar on this one with the Jazz here, but man, this one's gone. Speaking of no defense, right? And can the Jazz put all these points up here on the Kings in this one? Kings have won 2 of their last 3 games overall, wins over Denver and Minnesota. They did lose to Phoenix last time out. The Kings are 3-7 to the under in their last 10 games. Now Utah is 7-2 to the over at home. So maybe this will be an over after all. Man, that thing has gone up, though, for sure here right now. All right, let me hear from you guys here. I'm going to reassess here, put in the new line, and see if the algorithm is going to destroy it or if he's going to roll with it here. Nope, says good to go here on this one. So I'll take this over. No value here at all at 242.5, but I'm going to go over with the Kings and the Jazz. Maybe Zach Levine will still play no defense. Okay, here we go with some more picks from you guys. Thunder to blow them out. Phoenix will get blown out, says Greg. And thank you, we do. Yep, just hanging out here. Gonna have a big sports betting day, huh? Greg here says Utah. He's got this one right on the number there, pretty much. Okay. No Sabonis, no Kings, no Kings, no Kings. And Tariq might like the Kings. All right, we're almost done with the NBA. Man, we're trying to cook here. Big card. Not a lot of breakdowns, but that's all right. We're here some days breaking them down. The Grizzlies and the Clippers here in the NBA Cup. The Clippers are 3-2-3, or I'm sorry, the Clippers are 2-1. The Grizzlies are 2-1. The Lakers are 3-0. All they have to do is win, and they're through no matter what. And then the probably between the Grizzlies and the Clippers, these guys are probably going to end up short of the first place team. Like I said, unless the Suns eventually get crushed here or whatever. But the Suns are 3-0, and the Spurs are 2-1, and the Grizzlies are 2-1. So the Grizzlies would need a big win here in a big way and have some things go their way in order to pull this one off. But still getting 6.5 points here against the Clippers team that they're not really covering much. It feels like it's tough enough for the Clippers just to get a win here right now. The line currently at -6, so Memphis coming in here 7-12. The Clippers are just 5-13. Memphis has at least won 3 of their last 4 games. Coming in right now, they are 1-10. Are the Grizzlies as an underdog this season against the spread, but the Clippers are 2-7 against the spread as a favorite. Maybe the lesser of two evils here. I'm just going to take the Grizzlies. At least they've covered 5 of their last 10 games here. Clippers also covered 4 of their last 10. That's nothing special, but these teams have been so bad. I'm just going to take 6 points here. Memphis is 1-5 against the Clippers against the spread in their last 6 overall, but the Clippers, like I said, have failed 7 straight at home right now. Memphis has gone under in 11 of their last 15 games coming in. The Clippers have been a bit of an over, though, 6-8 to the over. Memphis 3-6 to the under on the road. Give me Memphis here +6. And finally, we had one comment in here with Robert. Thank you. And finally, the Lakers, 10-point favorite in this one tonight. So Lakers here in the total 230 or so. It's gone down a little bit, but the Lakers probably in command here right now of that Group Group B standings. They are 3-0, +36 in the point differential. They have already qualified for the next round, so technically they might not have the most motivation here in this one, other than the fact that they're having a pretty good run here and a winning streak that they might want to keep going. Lakers here right now have won 5 straight. Dallas has won 10 of the last 15 meetings between the two and covered 12 of the last 15. So maybe Dallas can hang in there. All the Lakers really looking to do is win. 9 of the last 10 meetings between these two teams have gone under. The Lakers have gone under here quite a bit of late. Let's see, 4 of their last 6 have gone under. They're also, however, 7-0 to the over at home are the Lakers. That makes it a little bit interesting. But Dallas is 1-5 to the under on the road. I'm going to go under in this one with the Mavericks and the Clips at 230. There's some steam coming in here right now in the game between Ohio State and Pittsburgh. We already talked about the steam that came in there on Ohio State. Now we're seeing the steam to the over here with Ohio State and Pittsburgh. It was 146, but we're seeing the steam come over here right now. This one is 7 Eastern and 4 Pacific, and right now it's up to 148.5 between Ohio State and Pittsburgh. Steam to the over.
Steam play.
And here's, this is big. Georgia Bulldogs football is getting steamed right now, and it's going over a key number. Remember, it was about 14, but right now I just saw offshore book move to Georgia -15. Let me fire up the tweet deck here. For some reason, it's crashed like it does every day at this time. On my 15-year-old computer, it has one function, and that's to keep me updated on the tweet deck. Seeing if anything's coming across here right now on that. Maybe it's just a move here up to 15. So Robert's on Dallas. Fernando says Lakers smash. Greg says too many points. And you know what? I should read off the headline there. I'm seeing, I should have mentioned it, but the Warriors don't play tonight. But Curry on the list, on the shelf here for a week here. So that is kind of big news right now. Okay, that's it for the NBA. We got to keep going. So I've got several college basketball games I want to look at before we even get to the NHL, which has got a massive card as well. A huge card. So we're not done. We're still at least 40 minutes left in this show. All right. Here we go. Illinois and Connecticut, one of the games of the day for sure in college basketball. This one goes off at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific, and Connecticut is up to a 3.5-point favorite. I'm actually taking Connecticut in this one, guys. We're not going to break these down too much. Just get the plays to you here, I think, for the most part here. But the move is on Connecticut, so probably not much value. You could have beat this line if you would have went with it overnight here. But I'm going to go ahead and lay it. Connecticut did take the steam here. That drove it up here to minus 4 or so right now, with Connecticut coming in 5-1. Illinois is coming in here at 6-1 right now. And like I said, the steam came in on the under, and I was like, really? Is that this game is going to have that type of dictated in that kind of fashion when you got both these teams? I get it. I'm looking at the eye test. If you look at the trends, you'd have to think under. The two teams are a combined 4-9 to the under so far this season. But I think I like Connecticut to win, and I think if they do win, it goes well over. I got to update this total because it's 152 and a half or so. Oops. All right, there we go. Maybe 152 and a half or so. So, all right, Greg's like Connecticut. He likes Connecticut to cover in this one, and he's got it going over there. Thank you, Greg. All right. And for me in this one, I'm going to take Connecticut here to win and cover the 4 points. This one's at Madison Square Garden. Okay, next up. Another good one here with Vanderbilt taking on St. Mary's. This one's at 1 p.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Pacific time. Both teams come in here undefeated. This one being played at the Battle for Atlantis. Vanderbilt comes in here 7-0. St. Mary's comes in here 8-0 right now. Vanderbilt also 4-1 against the spread as a favorite. This will be the first time this season that St. Mary's will be an underdog here, and they are underdogs right now by 3.5 or so. And the total here 151 in this one. Texas A&M running back Le'Veon Moss, he is out. We thought he'd be out. He is out today in the big game against Texas. All right. Yeah, I want to hear from you guys in this one if you want, with Illinois taking on Connecticut here. And, I'm sorry, Vanderbilt and St. Mary's here. Vanderbilt 2-0 to the over on the 5-2 to the over so far this season. St. Mary's is 4-3 to the over so far this season, but I'm probably going to prefer the over here as well. But I think I'm going to look to the side actually in this game here with Vanderbilt and St. Mary's here today. Get my college notes together. Sorry, gang. Let me get this one out. Okay. Vanderbilt, they've covered 4 out of the last 5 meetings, actually, between these two teams. It's pretty wide sample size here for sure, but Vanderbilt also 7-2 against the spread last 9 against WCC teams. Meanwhile, St. Mary's just 3-7 against the spread last 10 against SEC competition here. And that's not necessarily the qualifying matter for me here. I mean, after all, these teams, strangely enough, did meet back on last year in the tournament, and it was 59-56. St. Mary's got the win, but they did not cover in that game. They also met back in 22, and St. Mary's won that one 75-65. But I think for me here in this one, down in the Bahamas, I'm going to take Vanderbilt to get this win and cover. Give me Vanderbilt here. Lay the points. All right, under here for Robert. And Greg likes Vandy for sure. Here's Colorado and Washington in a pretty good game today as well. And this one with Colorado coming in here, both teams with decent records coming into this one. So I thought it'd be worth a look here to take a look at this one with the Buffaloes and the Huskies here tonight. Got Washington coming in here 5-1. Colorado's 6-0 right now. Washington's won 3 straight with wins over Washington State. Southern, that was a good game, man. Southern played well, easily covering the 23, and they beat Nevada. For Colorado here, they're on a pretty big winning streak here right now, looking pretty good. They're covering spreads as well. They've covered 4 straight here overall coming into this one. They're favored here by 4 over Colorado, and the total 145.5 here in this one. Let's see, is that still the line? This one is track it down here. 3 and 153.5 is what I'm seeing. Let me update that. Too many sports, too many games. But we don't mind. This one's at 4:30 Eastern and 1:30 Pacific time in this one at the we can make sure I get the right arena here. At the AccuSure Series, there we go. The AccuSure Series in Palm Springs. So this one is after USF and Nevada play the opener here in this one, followed by Colorado and Washington here. For Colorado, this is their second time as an underdog so far this season. They did cover in their other opportunity. They're also 4-2 against the spread overall. Colorado's 5-1 to the over this season. Washington's 3-1 to the over as a favorite here. This one's climbed up here pretty high. This, like we said earlier on the show, the steam did come in on the over here. In fact, it's back down, huh? To one, really? It's okay. No, I'm on the over. I'm on the over here in this one. I'm just going to chase that steam. It actually came back down, so maybe the sharp money came in on the under here, but I'm taking the over in this one. Like I said, Washington 3-1 to the over is a favorite here, so give me the over here with Colorado and Washington. All right, Pack 10 is money. Pack whatever, right? Get ready for the new pack. Sorry about that, gang. I didn't know I had cut the mic there. Where did I leave off? This one. Okay, St. Louis and Stanford. Thank you, guys. Sorry about that. How'd that happen? Okay, St. Louis 4-2 against the spread coming in. We've seen a big move here from up from 156 up to 160 here in this one. It's probably good to go. I think it is going to be an over here, guys, even at this inflated number. Give me the over here in this one, but I like Stanford too. You know what? Give me a double play. We haven't done too many of those this year. Double play, Stanford and the over here in this one. I'll make up for that cutting off my volume there for some reason. Probably making this show better. I feel like I'm really dragging here, you guys. I can barely get the words out of my mouth. Hey, Luke Murphy there. Luke, he came in there. All right, you guys. Yeah, I don't think that was me. I might have, you know what happened was the screen, Mike and I were talking about having some issues with the screen size on the back end of this, and I did go in and out, so maybe I hit the wrong button there. Sorry about that. Stanford 4-9 legacy. St. Louis going to run Stanford out of the building. Oh, man, and I just picked Stanford. Greg, tomorrow, you know what to say when you come in here. Ramon, I told you. I said, you know, Greg will tell us, I said St. Louis going to run him out of the gym. He says it's easy money. Gosh darn it. I should have been unmuted, and I could have heard Greg say that. That doesn't make any sense. One more college game, you guys, and I'm going to go into the hockey, and we're going to do it quick. I don't know if I can go any further. We might need to. It might be as a bedtime to. I don't want to get too gross here, but might be time for the Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm a ham guy, but I ate my share of the turkey here. All right, let's get into it. BYU and Dayton here right now. This one's at the ESPN Events Center in Orlando. You got BYU here. This one goes off at 9:30 Eastern and 6:30 Pacific time. Late night action here with BYU favored by 10.5 and the total 151.5 here right now in this one. So I think we can kind of leave the numbers up there right now with this matchup, but I want to hear what you guys think in this one. I know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking under. Give me the under here as my play. I'll talk maybe a little bit about this one, but let's see what you got. With BYU and Dayton. BYU comes in 5-1 right now. Dayton comes in 6-1. Dayton's won 4 in a row here coming into this one. They are 3-4 against the spread so far this season. BYU, meanwhile, 4-3. ATS, both teams are strong unders here so far, so I'm going with the under. The two teams are combined 4-9 to the under so far. BYU 1-3 to the under as a favorite, and Dayton's 0-2 to the under as a dog. I'm going to take the under here in this one. All right, let's see what you got. I'm going to hockey, and I'm going to the hockey game quick. Dayton might beat BYU, take the points unless someone is out. Well, we do have, in fact, Kozlowski is questionable for BYU. I think that's the only notable injury here out of the current injuries. All right. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to take the under. Let's go to the puck. And let's do it quickly, shall we? Get those picks out here, get out of here, and have a great day, everybody. Great day for some sports betting. But I want to get my picks out there. Oh, Greg said take Dayton. Okay, here we go. This one starts at just an hour from now at noon Eastern and 9 Pacific with Tampa Bay taking on Detroit. Here in this one, you've got Well, last I saw, Tampa Bay was favored, but let's see what it is right now. It was close enough that we got. Oh, now they're up to $1.25 or so here right now. Tampa Bay's hot here, red hot actually, on a big winning streak here of late. Detroit has actually lost 2 in a row coming into this one. We got Vasilevsky and Talbot going here with these two teams, and this total. Let's see, 6.5 under 20. I'd probably want to go under here. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the under in this one with Tampa Bay and Detroit here for Tampa. They are 4-6 to the under on the road. Detroit is right now 8-6 to the over at home. But like I said, we're seeing a big winning streak here right now by Tampa playing well. If it wasn't for some of these teams, we'd probably be talking about Tampa here at this point. They've been able to take this surge and go right to the top of the Atlantic Division with 5 straight victories here right now coming into this one. But I'm going to go under in this one between Tampa Bay and Detroit. Detroit has gone over in 4 of their last 5 and 5 of their last 6 games at home, but Tampa Bay's actually lost 4 out of the last 5 meetings against Detroit here in Tampa Bay. So, all right. I'm going to go under, though, in this one. Okay. We do like the over back in that game. Greg liked BYU, and he's starting us off here with, says Tampa 4-3. Next up, the Rangers are at the Bruins here, and you got the Rangers here favored $1.40. The total might be more like 5.5. It feels like right now. No, 6 under is fine. 620 is fine. Rangers have won their last 2 games. Coming into this one, wins over Carolina and St. Louis. Boston, meanwhile, off of a 3-1 win against the Islanders. Rangers have been a big-time under on the road. We know they win most of their road games. They are 4-9 to the under as a favorite, but just 7-8 to the under on the road. Meanwhile, Boston 7-5 to the over at home. It looks like Igor and Swayman coming into this one. If that's the case, I'm going under with these two. Let's see here. You got Igor coming in here right now. Yeah, I'm going to go under in this one with Rangers and Boston here today. See if you guys got anything on this one. Oh, God. Lightning here for Philly. Philly Eagle Flyers on the Rangers, though. And Greg says 3-2 in this one between Rangers and Boston here today. Thank you, guys. Yeah, let's see here. I was going to refresh the goalies here real quick. Swayman 10-6, 2.68 goals against. Hey, there's that Bandy steam. Bandy getting steamed here right now in that game against St. Mary's. They were 3.5. They're going up here to 4.5. We said we're on Bandy, and now here comes that steam. You heard it in the background there just moments ago. All right, and Igor is confirmed in the goal for the Rangers, 9-8-2, 2.47 goals against. Hey, maybe he's been mediocre, but he's won. Rangers have won 2 straight here. Shesterkin comes in here off of the win over Carolina, stopped 36 of 38 shots here. All right, Rangers for Philly Eagle Flyer. Hello to Action Jackson. Greg says Tampa in the over. And Papa Ricky's got a little parlay action for us with the Rangers and the Kings. Thank you to Papa Ricky. I got to keep it going here right now. We got a lot of games to go, and I'm feeling the fatigue here of the holiday. But this is the big game of the day right now coming up next. Avalanche taking on the Wild. Hey, are the Wild finally the team maybe to close this team out and finally beat them here a little bit after this great streak right now that Colorado has been on. They've won 10, I think, 10 straight? I don't know, 10, 11, 12. How many have they won in a row? Minnesota comes in here 13-7-4. They've won 6 straight games, 6-1. Last 7 games at home. 4 of the last 6 meetings between the two teams have gone over, but Colorado's won 6 of the last 8 meetings overall between these two teams, and they're playing great. But Minnesota, could this be the one chance where you can go out and say, you know what, let's go against the Avalanche and take the Minnesota Wild? Maybe this is the day that you do that, especially considering the price here on the Avalanche at $1.85 or so. They'd be favored against anybody the way they're playing, but they are going up against a fellow hot team here. If you had to look at the rest of the league, Minnesota's as hot as any of them here right now. I'm just going to take, let me make sure here. I think I'm actually going to take the total in this one. But maybe this is the one where you can take Minnesota and say, let's do it today of all days. What, Wedgwood, Wallstead in there. Let's see what you got here with these two. For Wedgwood here, he comes in 13-1-2, 2.09 goals against, 92% save percentage. For Wallstedt, 6-0-1, 1.94 goals against, and 9.35 save percentage. Look, that total is 6 over. These goalies have been strong. I know this is a good game, but I got to go under in this one at 6 goals. Give me the under here with the Avalanche and the Wild. All right, Kings and Ducks playing for first place. We'll get there, Papa Ricky. We're going in order of the games here today. Phil Eagle Flyer. It's good to have Phil Eagle Flyer back talking about the draws a little bit. The draws have calmed down a little bit, it feels like here, but, you know, maybe on a day like today, there'll be a lot of draws. Can we keep going with the way they've been clicking here this season? The incredible run. You know, you're up over almost 50 units if you've taken the regulation draw every game this season. Can't go against Colorado, says Greg. Says Wild will cool off. Bruins to get 5. Johnny 9 Legacy says Minnesota Moneyline. All right. Hey, Jalen Williams expected to make his season debut for Oklahoma City. The other Jalen, forward Jalen Ryder. I got it right. Keep it going here right now with Flames and Panthers. In this one, you got Calgary coming in here. 8-14-3. Florida's 12-10-1. Both teams coming in, however, off of a loss. Still, you have the Panthers here, $1.85 or so. The Flames have been dreadful, and if any team is not covering anything as far as like puck lines and stuff, it might be the Flames. They are 12-9 as a puck line dog, but that's not really a winning puck line record, actually. For Calgary here in this one, Dustin Wolf may be expected. 3.16 goals against, 6-12 record for Bobrovsky, 10-7 record, 2.87 goals against here in this one. And man, Florida, you got to figure they're going to, I'm probably going to take them on the puck line. I got to take one puck line here. This won't even be -1. I'm going to go ahead and take the full puck line in this one with Florida. Continue to beat up on Calgary right now. Yeah, maybe it's easy to kind of grab some of these. I've been doing it here a little bit, but not in this one. I'm going to take Florida here -1.5 at plus $1.40 or so, and take the Panthers here against Calgary here today. Florida comes in here 8-4-1 at home. Yeah, they're even money proposition here, but Calgary on the road so far this season, they got pretty dreadful numbers. They're in last place in the Pacific. They're 4-10-1 on the road, down almost 5 3/4 units. So give me Florida on the puck line to roll one here over Calgary. Calgary's had several multi-goal losses on the road this season. Greg says we 4-1 Panthers. Philly Eagle Flyer says they'll roll, but 9 Legacies on Calgary. And Greg says you got to take Colorado today. And let's see here. Mikey said the poll was completed. And he said, wow, 54 votes, you guys. Great job on the poll. Wow. And 52% are on the Bears here against those Eagles taking the points. Don't do it, says Mike. All right, I got to keep it going here on the hockey tonight. The Devils are taking on the Sabres here on the road. You got New Jersey coming in 15-7-1. Buffalo 9-10-4. Man, Buffalo, they'll get you, won't they? And then they'll throw in a clunker like they did last time.
Steam play.
In that game last out for Buffalo, losing 4-2 to Pittsburgh. Hey, SMU is taking the steam that just came in right now. Let's mark this one down with SMU. They just took the steam in their matchup today here. This one goes off at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. We already told you the steam came in on the under here, but now here's the steam coming in on SMU. They were a 1.5 point dog, but I think they're going to be a 1.5 point favorite actually when the dust settles with this one, with SMU taking the steam here against Mississippi State at 7 Eastern and 4 Pacific time. I'm showing SMU as actually at some spots a 2 point favorite here right now at Circa. All right, Devils and Sabres here. I'll make my call rather quickly if that's okay. I'm going to take the over in this one. You know, New Jersey 6-3 to the over as a underdog here. I think Buffalo's moved to the favorite. Let me make sure before I start quoting this statistic here. Yeah, Buffalo's a favorite pretty much everywhere. They're the $1.15 or so favorite now in this one. Jersey's playing great, but Buffalo at home, they're getting some wins here and there. At home, they beat Carolina and Chicago on back-to-back games. That was after they lost to Calgary. So that's how this team has been. They definitely maybe playing to the level of their competition here a little bit right now. But I'll probably look to the total here in this one between
Final.
Buffalo here and New Jersey here on Friday night. And for me here in this one, I'm going to take the over with New Jersey and Buffalo. Like I said, Jersey going over as a dog. They're now a dog in this game. And Buffalo 5-2 to the over as a favorite. So give me the over in this one with New Jersey and Buffalo. Here's some of your comments. Let's see. Tariq said you can't do that. They're like, remember I told Razor I think Mike missed that show, and I was like, Mike and Razor, they're always going crazy with you can't do that. Mike, I know you're listening. And it's like false start. It's like false. It's like 2nd and 10 or second false start, 5 yard. You can't do that. Okay, you can't do half the things out there. Billy Eagle Flyer likes over and draw. Hey, if the Bears win against the Eagles, they'll win the Super Bowl, says Action Jackson. Okay. Oh, Irish King. Boy, I'll tell you what, Irish King, I can't wait till this. I love you guys being here, and we got 75 being here right now, but I can't wait till this one's over, man. I ate too much food, you guys. I'm really pushing it here. You can be food intoxicated, right? I think I am right now. All right. And we got football games at the top of the hour. We got to finish this show. We got football top of the hour. We got everything going off here today. It's going to be a great day. And Action Jackson says, Rocket Red countdown liftoff, Rocket Red countdown liftoff, Rocket Red countdown liftoff, liftoff, Rocket Red countdown liftoff. I think I know the emojis there on that one. All right, let's keep it moving here, you guys. I need to just get the show over with, I think. We'll talk about these teams and, the hockey here. All these games are at 4 07. Let me, did we get the play here? Canadians and Golden Knights. Don't want to skip two of my teams, I guess I could say here, with the Canadians on the road taking on the Golden Knights. Got Montreal coming in 12-7-3. Vegas 10-5-8 coming in, but Vegas has lost 3 straight games. Montreal's won 2 in a row. Vegas here with losses to Anaheim, Utah, and Ottawa, but Montreal has wins over Toronto and Utah. And pretty big price, though, here for the Knights, who are kind of struggling a little bit. And the Canadians have done pretty well here of late, and they've got Montembeault in the goal here for Sam Montembeault right now. He comes in here with he's confirmed in the goal, by the way, 4-5-1, 3.71 goals against. He's struggled for sure with some of his numbers. He's lost his last 4 outings, allowing 12 goals on 52 shots. So going up against Alexei Smith here, who's 9-1-4 with a 2.47 goals against. I'm going to take the Golden Knights here in this one. Let's take them we'll take them all -1, Mikey style here. Give me the Golden Knights over my Canadians in this one. Canadians having just a little bit of woes here. It feels like right now they are one of those road teams that does well. They're 6-2 on the road this season, but I'm going to take BGK here. They're 5-3 at home so far, and I'm going to take them in this one. On the puck line, give me Vegas here -1 today. -1.5 is +135. All right, Philly Eagle Flyer says Hawks, Jackets, Blues, and Irish King. Oh, come on. I watch the Ice Guys. You know I watch the Ice Guys. Philly Eagle Flyer. Hey, I know the other night we got revert. I think we went 0-8 in NBA. Don't worry about it. We'll have bad days here. Greg says I've got. Oh, thank you, Greg. Greg, I really appreciate you. Great job as always, man. Okay. One note here just came in. The Larman, Northern Illinois basketball game on Saturday has been canceled. They're expecting a storm to make travel a little bit difficult there. So Bellarmine and Northern Illinois canceled there for Saturday. Philly Eagle Flyers sprinkle the abs there. Let's keep it moving. Here, I'm just going with the plays, you guys. Canucks and Stars in this one. Canucks are a short favorite here on the road. Canucks come in 10-12-2. Stars, the Sharks are 11-10-3 here. So pretty good game. It's just that the Canucks, now the Sharks are playing well enough. You'd think that, hey, they're at home. The Canucks aren't that great. Maybe you just take the Sharks here, but Canucks have owned the Sharks actually, strangely enough. Vancouver, they've certainly, I guess, been a little bit better than Vancouver here of late, so I will give you that, but the numbers actually are quite startling considering that the Canucks aren't been world beaters here of late, but they still have won 5 straight against San Jose, and not only that, Vancouver's actually won 8 of the last 9 meetings here in San Jose between these two teams. Vancouver is 18-6 to the over this season. They're going over all the time right now. Now, San Jose's gone under in 7 of their last 8, but 12 of the last 16 meetings between the two teams have gone over. Man, you've got San Jose here, a massive under right now, and the Canucks are a massive over here, but just the fact that maybe this game is 6.5, could that keep you on the under here in this one when you have a clash of the two going? That's what I think. I'm taking the under here in this one with Vancouver and San Jose. Like I said, we know that Vancouver's been a massive over, but they are running into a team that is a solid under right now, 9 of their last 10. So maybe we get a 6 here. I'm going to go with the under in this one with Vancouver and San Jose. VGK for Tariq. Philly Eagle Flyers on the Sharks. I keep it moving. Senators and Blues here in this one. You got the Senators. I think they're a favorite here still on the road. $1.15, maybe $1.20. Total 5.5 in this one with Ottawa. 12-7-4. St. Louis 7-10-7. Ottawa's actually won 3 of their last 4 games coming in right now. Meanwhile, St. Louis has lost
Critical notice.
6 of 7 and 7 of their last 9 games at home. 5 straight meetings between these two teams have gone under. Ottawa's gone under in 4 of their last 5 and under in 5 of their last 6 games on the road overall. Ottawa's lost 4 of the last 14. Ottawa's lost 10 of the last 14 meetings between these two teams, but Ottawa right now 6-2-2 in their last 10 games overall. Blues though have won the last 2 meetings here at home, 4-0 and 7-1. I think Ottawa's had a pretty good run here, but I'm going to try St. Louis in this one over Ottawa. Give me the Blues at home. They're not playing well, I know. Irish King here, Sharks and Celebrini to score. Next up, the Kings are taking on the Ducks. You guys already mentioned it. What a game this will be. This one's at 4 Eastern and 1 Pacific. You got the top 2 teams in the Pacific Division right now. The Kings are 11-6-6, but the Ducks are 14-8-1 coming in. Now, the Kings truly own this series, but the Ducks are playing as well as they have in years right now. So this is a time to kind of flip the switch a little bit and turn things around on the Kings. This might be the time to do it for the Ducks. The Kings have won in this series 7 of the last 8 here in Anaheim and 12 of the last 14 games overall in the freeway face-off. But this Anaheim team, as good as they've been right now, 7-2 at home in their last 9, 12-6 overall in their last 18 games here. Meanwhile, for LA, they still are 6-2, last 8 on the road. They've dropped 3 of their last 4. They won last time out against Ottawa, but only won by a 2-1 margin. Meanwhile, Anaheim coming off of a 5-4 loss as a favorite at home to Vanderbilt, but they did beat BGK before that. I'm taking the Anaheim Ducks to beat LA here today and kind of turn the tide on them a little bit. It will be Mrazek. I know I kept putting Dostal in there, even though Mikey keeps telling me it's Mrazek in there. There we go. Yeah, Mrazek definitely in goal here. Pretty sure, not confirmed yet, but he's 3-3 with 3.69 goals against, 88% save percentage. For Darcy Kemper here, 8-4-4, 2.3 goals against. I'm taking the Ducks to beat the Kings here tonight. Finally get a win over those Kings. All right, Flyers and Islanders here. Let me get your picks here. Anaheim money line for Johnny. Senators there. And Bill Eagle Flyer says Kings here. All right. Let's keep it going here right now with the Flyers taking on the Islanders here in this one. Flyers come in 12-7-3. The Islanders are 13-9-2 in this one. Flyers have won 3 of their last 4 coming in, including a 4-2 win over Philadelphia last time out. Meanwhile, the Islanders lost to Boston last out. Vladar going for the Flyers here, 9-4-1, 2.39 goals against for Sorokin. He's 7-7-2 with a 2.7 goals against average and a 90% save percentage coming in. Flyers won the first meeting, last meeting, 4-3 here coming into this one. And, as a dog here, I think I might try the Flyers here. This is a spot where the Flyers have been pretty good on the road, actually. Talk about these road teams. They're 4-4-1. That might be worth it here, but it's the Islanders that are 5-5-1 at home so far. Uh-oh. My pick is frozen behind the paywall. I might have to refer to my notes here. Here we go. Not a paywall. You know what I mean? My tabs were frozen here. Yeah, I'm on Philly in this one on the road. Plus money. Give me the Flyers here in this one. Johnny's on the Flyers. Tariq took the Ducks. Hello to Dave Pade. Good to see you, Dave Pade. Nice to see you in the chat. I know these names are a little bit screwed up there. If I don't recognize you here on the way the YouTube kind of changed things a little bit. I'm just going to close out these games and get the show over with, you guys. Maple Leafs and Caps here. I'm losing my voice and losing my shorts here, I think. Maple Leafs and Caps here. You got the Caps $1.60. Logan Thompson may be expected here in net tonight. And Joseph Woll. For Thompson here, 9-6-1, 2.16 goals against, 91% save percentage. For Woll, 2-2-1 with a 2.74 goals against average. Coming into this one, the widely reported steam came in on the over here in this matchup. You got some decent goaltending, it feels like, here. Between these two teams, I think that steam has only made it more of a chance that maybe we can squeeze in there with an under, actually.
Steam play.
Got to respect the steam there. Here's some steam right now, real quick, on college football, on Utah State in their game against Boise today. They were getting 5 points earlier this week, but man, this thing's down to 1.5 here. This thing might go to a pick'em with Boise State and Utah State. This has been just overwhelming here this week, talking about this matchup. And man, could Utah State actually go off a favorite? Circa has it -1 for Boise State right now. That thing could be a pick'em by game time. Just underway, second half, the battle for the Atlantis. Caps for Philly Eagle Flyer. And Mr. Wesker says, take Nebraska on the money line. Tariq is on the Flyers here. And I think I got to make my call in this one. I did. I said take Philly. Oh, I'm sorry. Maple Leafs and Capitals. Did I make my pick? No, I did not make the pick yet. Did I? No. Yeah, steam came in on the over here. Sorry, gang. And the total here right now has gone up to 6.5. Juice to the under. I'm going with the over. I'm going with the under here in this one. That steam takes it to the over. I'm going with the. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going with the side here in this one between Toronto and the Capitals. I'm not the total. I'm already on the record. I took the steam came in and has blown it up here. I'm actually on the over in this game between Toronto and Washington. So sorry for the mistake there. For me in this one, I'm going to take Toronto plus the $1.20 here in this one. Toronto's my play. All right. Woo. Couple more here. Jets. Jets here taking on Carolina. You got Comrie in here. Jets are 12-10. Carolina 14-7-2. But Carolina's lost 2 in a row. But the Jets have lost 3 in a row. Still, Jets respectable record. They lost to Carolina, Minnesota, and Washington. Those aren't terrible losses. Carolina, meanwhile, lost to Buffalo. They lost to the Rangers. Carolina, though, is 13-7 straight up here as a favorite. I know they're a big $2 choice here, but Winnipeg is 0-4 as an underdog. Carolina's 9-1 to the over at home. Winnipeg's 3-1 to the over as a dog here in this one. So maybe with Comrie, maybe we'll see some goals here right now. I know that the Sharps are going to want to come in on the under here, and I might just have to, even if the trends say over, but let's see if the goalies are confirmed here or not. Milic is in there. Wow, okay, Milic is in there, and we got backups here, it feels like, all the way tonight, so no wonder we're seeing this one go a little higher, huh? All right. Well, got some newbies, if you will. Bussy, we know, has been in there. He's 5-1 with a 2.61 goals against average. And Milic here making his debut this season. All right, I'm game. Give me the over here in this one with the Jets and the Hurricanes. Maybe they'll shore up the back end and make sure they don't get too many shots on goal. But I'm going to go with the the fact that both these teams are strong overs. Combined 27 and 18 to the over this season. Even I can figure out that's 60% of these two teams have played to the over so far this season. Irish King likes Carolina here, laying some big numbers. And yeah, Milich, the Philly Eagle Flyer, says he just did post a shutout in his AHL game. All right. Penguins and Blue Jackets coming in here. Penguins 11-6-5. Blue Jackets 11-9-4. But the Blue Jackets are favored here, $1.40 or so in this one. Total 6 over 20, or is it 6.5 under? I think more so 6 over 20. Let me update that. Let's make that pretty much the line. I see 6.5 under 30, so I think 6.5 over is the way to look at this one, with the Penguins taking on the Blue Jackets here today. Got Silovs, I do believe, here in goal for the Penguins. And
Goalies.
there we go. There are the goalies. And for the Blue Jackets here, let's see. Jet Greaves. Yeah, Jet Greaves confirmed here. Blue Jackets have hovered around 500 most of this season, but they've lost 6 of their last 10, 4-2 and 4 of their last 10. Greaves saved 22 of 24 in the 2-1 loss to the Leafs, and kind of the guy right now. Blue Jackets come in here as a favorite. The Penguins have lost 7 of their last 10, going 3-4-3 overall. For Yari here, though, 6-2, 2.52 goals against average. Columbus is 3-7 to the under at home this season. So for me in this one, I think I'll make the call here with Pittsburgh and the Blue Jackets with Silovs and Greaves. Let me hear from you in the chat as well. I got to go retrieve the numbers here. Just too many games for me to keep it all straight. I have to read it off printer here. I've got a solid under in this one game. Give me the under with Pittsburgh and Columbus. Probably might see that one a little later on as a premium here, actually. Give me the under in this one. All right. Let's see. Philly Eagle Flyer, first period under. He's got the Jackets in a draw. And let's see, Greg here. Greg says Rangers, Panthers, Colorado, Knicks, Thunder, Denver, Pacers, and Cleveland, all money line. I'll do it, Greg. I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Let me take a screenshot of that, actually. There we go. I'm going to put that one in. Thank you, Greg. All right, 2 more, and I want to wrap it up here, guys. Thank you for joining me here for a few hours on Morning Steam today. We'll have a busy day tomorrow, too. I don't know if it'll look quite like this. We got all that college football. Nashville taking on Chicago. Here you got the Predators have lost 3 of their last 4, but they're in here off of a win over Detroit. Meanwhile, Chicago 4-game losing streak starting to show some wear and tear here possibly. They are, I believe, a slight favorite at minus $1. It's close. Some books are starting to show Nashville the favorite. It could be a pick 'em right now. I'll call it a pick 'em. And the total here is 6 under 15 here, it looks like right now. And let's see what you got here with the Blackhawks and the Predators here. Talked about the Blackhawks and that losing streak, but Blackhawks also 4-8 to the under at home. Nashville 2-8 to the under in their last 10 games. They're also 7-10 to the under as a dog here. And let's see. In goal tonight, I'm showing it will be Spencer Knight in here for the Blackhawks and Juice Saros for the Preds. Saros 3.08 goals against, Knight 2.47 goals against average in this one. So, okay matchup here. We know Saros is up and down for sure, but I'll probably try the under in this one from what we've seen. These teams aren't totally explosive. Give me the under with Nashville and Chicago. I know we're going kind of fast here, but this show's just about over, you guys. I'm probably over here. in this one. Maybe I might need a little nap for the football game with these college bets going on. But Robert's on the Predators, Billy Eagle Flyer on the under. Let's look at one more steam move here real quick as well. You've got Northeastern taking some steam here right now in their college basketball game. This one here, top of the hour in 20 minutes between Northeastern and Wake Forest. Northeastern was a 19-point dog, but now they're down here to about 17.5, it looks like. In this one here goes off at the top of the hour. It's 17.5. And right now, Irish King says Chicago money line and Bedard there for an anytime goal. There's Mr. Weskers in the chat. Hello. And Robert's on the Predators. One more game, you guys. I know we've done a kind of a lackluster job on the previews, but at least we get you the lines and telling you the matchups today. You got the Stars here. They've won 2 in a row. Utah has won 2 of their last 3, despite some struggles here of late. Dallas is one of the best in the league. They're 8-1-1 in their last 10, 11-7 as a favorite, 15-5-4 so far this season. Utah's gone under in 7 of their last 10. Dallas is under in 11 of 18 as a favorite. It should be noted that Utah is 6-3 to the over, however, as a dog coming in this one. You got Carol Velmica going up here against the Stars, and I think Ottinger here in goal, actually. And this one at 6 under 15 there. I know it's a Dallas game at home, but kind of want to take the over here right now. And I'm going to give me the over tonight with Utah and Dallas. That feels pretty contrarian to wrap up the show, but I want to wrap up the show, gang, and watch some sports here today. Hopefully we did a okay job for you here. Talking about the games, previewing the games, and just saying hi here on the holidays to you guys. Let's do the drawing here right now. Go right to it. We make sure, real quick, you get more plays from me here over at winnable.com/Ramon. I'll have some more plays to send out here later today. Use the promo code STEAM to save 20%. Thanks for everybody who re-upped last night. And I was able to, I was going to make a pizza joke or something, but I just ate a bunch of turkey and ham. So maybe you guys bought that too. All right, let's do the drawing here real quick and get out of here. Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate it. And 37 of you commented today, so let's do the drawing and see who wins some picks. Wins my picks for free. Here we go. Johnny, Mr. Westers, Tex, Greg, Jimmy, we do. Westhoff, 9 Legacy. The winner's Greg Gibson. Hey, Greg, if you're signed up, man, I hope. Oh, Greg had to leave, man. Hope we tell him tomorrow that he won. He might be already in there. I'll give him another month. If not, we'll get him up and going here when he uses the promo code STEAM. That's going to do it here for the Morning Steam Show. I'm so honored that you joined me here today, and have a great sports betting day. And man, that was a long show, so I'm going to head on out of here. Have a great day. For the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice, we might play a parlay. It's the Morning Steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how